Welcome to more Gran Turismo Sports Specialtatin, where the camera angles aren't exactly the dandiest, but hopefully the racing is. Seriously, this is the very beginning of the video, and it's set to the cinematic cam. I'm the leader, and my car is not even on the screen. You'd think they could at least get the replay angles right for the first second of the replay. But anyway, here we go, folks. This is the Toyota SFR, or really Toyota Yellow Turd race around Tokyo Expressway Outer Loop, the one that I'm good at. This is the very first race I did for that day, and I started this race with a 140.3. Second has a 141.6, so in theory, this should be a pretty easy win for me. But, well, in reality, I'm specialtating this race for a reason. Let's get into it, folks. If second place is the real person, I'm in trouble anyway, because I'm not a professional race car driver, but we'll just have to see, folks. No way to tell yet. And honestly, as of now, second place looking just as fast as I am. It might partially be done by draft, but I mean, we're both pretty much taking about as good a lines as we can. Can't really do any better than that. You can only get so close to the wall without touching it. And we're both doing just that. So, that's a little bit scary because we've yet to even had a point where we slow down till just right now. And second's already almost completely caught up to me, and there was nothing I could do about it. And third's about caught up, and fourth, not quite, but as of now, it's a 3-car race. And I see no way that I can really pull away unless those two behind me make a mistake or try to pass each other. Well, third made a mistake, so if second doesn't, well, second's still going to be there, though. And as of now, second's not making a mistake, and this is a full speed zone. I have a hunch that by the time it's going to about the second lap, second's going to be right on my back bumper, and then going to the second lap means that entire straightaway is going to be there. So, yeah, wish me something, folks. I don't even really know if it's luck at this point, because there's not that much luck when it's all full speed stuff. It's kind of just blocking, really. Yeah, I'm just going to hope for the best. Hey, y'all might already be doing the Jaws music in y'all's heads. I don't even really feel like doing it because it's obvious at this point that's what needs to be here. And y'all know it by now, so what's really the point at this point? Because as of now I'm on point, but probably not for all of that much longer. I just hope first and second we both have our nose pointed in the right direction the whole race. And I say first and second with us two because, well, third is still kinda in the draft, even though third messed up to begin with. In a way, that's kinda sorta just ends up being a bad thing because now second's right there and trying to pass and no penalties though, hallelujah. I don't really know if there was contact there or not. If it was very minimal, but yeah, that happened. And it went okay. Hallelujah. Whatever, continue on our merry way, I guess. If it stays that clean throughout the race, whatever. But I mean, the whole point of racing is to pass, not to do what that was. If I had any more of an aggressive driver behind me, I probably would have already been passed at this point, and there would be nothing that I could do about it. AK, what's happened with a whole heck of a heap of races, but well, there's a whole heck of a heap of racing to go. For whatever reason, even though this is daily race A, it's still a 5-lap race. I don't really know why that is, but, well, that's what it is. So, could be a good thing if the others mess up, could be a bad thing if they don't, or at least a bad thing for me. But, I don't know. Maybe it'll be a good thing because it makes for exciting racing, but that point, the last lap there that I kind of commented on was a little bit scary. That was about 1 inch away from being a bad thing. Only about an inch. And third is still about in the same place. So second has room to do stuff. But third ain't out of it either. And honestly, that really means I'm backing out of it either. I mean, realistically, even if there is a wreck here, by how penalties work, probably not going to drop too much back from third because that's going to give everyone a penalty. But I'm still not ruling anything out at this point. All of the things might and probably still will happen. Maybe. They at least have a chance of happening, though, and I'll put it at that right now. And the sad part is, too, well, I mean, good for second. Sad for me is, I would say I'm within about a half a second and as fast as I could possibly go throughout the entire race so far. There's one point where I just barely grazed a wall and lost like 2 miles an hour in one turn the entire race. But other than that, I'm pretty much at my qualifying pace. This lap right now is on pace to be about a 140.4. I qualified with a 140.396, so yeah. Second's still not any farther back, really. I mean, maybe by a tenth or two, but draft is draft. As long as you're not out of the draft, it doesn't really matter how far back you are. Seriously. I just ran a 140.4. Second is still in the draft. I mean, all the props deserved for second there for staying there, but I mean, how is this realistic, really? I mean, I know in NASCAR, everybody always has to stay in the draft no matter how fast your car is. But, I mean, these are the opposite of NASCARs. NASCAR ain't the best handling, and they're really caught picking fast and heavy. These handle pretty good, but they're slow and light. Even though it is pretty much full throttle, like some of the NASCAR tracks, I mean, still, it's completely different. Drafts didn't have that much of a play to it, and, well, as I say that, I think second is actually out of the draft. Finally. But third is right there, too, so if they start bump drafting, then who knows? But second messed up, though, so luckily, second bumped the wall there, but that almost means you're going to have to start bump drafting to catch me at this point, if they want to. I don't know. I haven't actually had the camera on third much, so we're actually who's in second now. And the camera's actually still on who's been there, but not in the position that it was in previously. But y'all get what I mean. I don't know what that driver's actually going to end up doing. If they both decide to bump draft, I'm probably in trouble, because that means they're going to get a head of steam going at a point where if they catch me, they're both going to have speed instead of just one car. If that's what they decide to do. Even if it ain't, it's still going to be a pretty good race. But if they do, I don't have the dandiest of leads. I mean, I haven't really messed up yet, for Jiminy Cricket's sakes. That's really about as good as I can run. But if they decide to run with their bumpers connected, it doesn't actually matter all that much more. Luckily, they're not all that close, though, to having their bumpers connected. So I think, knock on fake wood, this is going to be a race for second. I hope. Again, for me, I hope for my own sakes. But nonetheless, I hope for both of their sakes, too, that it just stays clean, whatever ends up happening. Everybody here's ran a nice race. Everybody's ran a pretty much flawless race. I would say all of us top three have hit the wall a total of like 4 times. I don't even think I've seen second hit the wall yet. I think the driver in third hit the wall twice, and then I hit the wall like once, and then I'll just go ahead and give like one extra just because I haven't had the camera on everybody all at once, obviously. But this is getting down to the nitty-gritty, and it is looking like it's going to be a good race. So even though I won the race by maybe not quite as much as I wanted to, at least this is staying a good race for a high position. Again, I just hope it stays clean. Yeah, kinda. I mean, third made a little bit of contact with the wall. Yeah, I'm glad I'm gone at this point. That would have, yeah. But, whatever. I don't think anyone got penalties there. In fact, I remember for a fact they didn't. So that's factoid of information right yonder. No penalties, kind of a weird race, honestly. That shows the importance of draft and how OP draft is. I say it's weird. I mean, obviously, there's never going to be a point in history where these cars are raced around the streets of Tokyo, so it's kind of hard to say what would happen in real life, but I doubt that. But whatever, I got the win. easily, but in a competitive way. So, yay. And nobody got a penalty, so that really truly is worth a yee-haw more than anything in a while. Hallelujah! A good race without penalties. That doesn't happen much, so that one is most definitely worth a yee-haw.